Many women want to increase the size of their breast, but at the same time, they are very skeptical about using breast implants. Well, there is another technique or a natural way of breast augmentation in which your fat can be used to increase the size. Hi everyone, I am Dr. Anshu Mishra. I am a cosmetic and plastic surgeon practicing in Dubai, and today I'll be talking to you about the technique of fat grafting breast as one of the alternatives for breast augmentation. I have talked about breast implant in one of my previous videos. You can check that out, the link is given in the description box below. So natural augmentation using fat grafting is going to give you very different outcome if we compare it with the outcomes of breast augmentation using breast implant. With fat grafting technique, there will be a moderate increase in the size of the breast. If you are considering fat grafting technique as one of the alternative for breast augmentation, then it is very important that you have sufficient amount of fat in your body which can be extracted, processed and then injected into your breast. There are women who are very thin and they want breast augmentation, then this technique of fat grafting is not a very viable option for them. Who are the good candidates for this procedure? Women who have sufficient amount of fat in their body and they want a moderate enlargement of their breast are a good candidate. Those women who have empty upper pole after childbirth or feeding, they can be benefited by this technique. And we can also combine this technique with the other procedures like breast lift, wherein along with the lifting of the breast, fat can be injected in the cleavage area or the upper pole to improve the overall contours. Coming on to the procedure. The procedure basically has two steps. The first step is extraction or liposuction of the fat, which is then processed. And the second step is injecting the fat into the breast. This procedure is done under general anesthesia. And liposuction is performed using very tiny incisions in the hidden area using special instruments called cannulas. First, the infiltration fluid is injected in the areas from where the fat needs to be removed. This fluid helps in decreasing the bleeding and it also helps in separation of the fat globules. After that, very gently the fat is suctioned out. It is then processed so that it can be injected into the breast. So the second step is injecting the fat into the breast in different quadrants and at different layers to give you that perfect contours. How is the recovery like? This is a daycare procedure. You can go back home the same evening of the procedure. There will be swelling and bruising in the liposuction area which would take around 3 to 4 weeks to settle. There will be pain which can be taken care of by the pain medications. There will be soreness in the breast, but you can still join your work after 2 to 3 days of the procedure. The advantages of this technique is that it's a very natural way of breast augmentation. Since fat is taken from your own body, it is just that it finds a new place. The other advantage is that there will be improved contours of your body from where the fat has been extracted. Suppose the fat is taken from your tummy or the abdomen area, then the contours of your abdomen would improve, and relatively also this will enhance the appearance of the breast. Well, as I mentioned before, we can also combine this technique with the other techniques like breast lift to give you natural and beautiful results. The disadvantage of this technique is that whenever fat is injected into the part of your body, around 30 to 40% of it will get absorbed. Now 60% of the fat would stay, and whatever fat is taken up would stay there permanently. Those women who want a significant increase in the size of the breast might need to go for the second session of fat grafting. So with this information, I think you'll be able to compare the two techniques of breast augmentation and would take a decision for yourself. Thank you.